Hi, I would like to share with you something that has been very close to my heart for a long time. Have you ever wondered about the intricate design of a puzzle? Wondering how such a simple concept could bring so much joy and challenge? Puzzles have a rich history of spanning across civilization, evolving from practical educational tools to beloved forms of entertainment, with the jigsaw puzzle being the most recognized example. The first known record appears in 1698, known as the burr. The burr was a Chinese made puzzle resembling a knot. In other cultures, namely England, a map maker would carve countries out of his map and use them to teach geography to young students in the 18th and 19th centuries. John Spilsbury was a map engraver in 1762, and he created the first jigsaw puzzle. He did so by mounting a map onto wood and cutting around the countries. And to our surprise, it wasn't first created for our entertainment, but rather an educational device. Fun fact: were not called puzzles, but rather dissected maps, because jigsaws weren't invented until 1855. Dissected pictures would later be created to help cover subjects such as history, botany, zoology, and the alphabet. They would go on to become very popular in the 1900s and have a spike around the 1930s during the Great Depression. This is where they would turn into entertainment. The puzzle industry produced over 10 million puzzles a week and rented them out for a nickel a night. This was possible due to them changing from wood to cardboard. This is the highest known record until, can anyone guess? That's right, the 2020 quarantine. Raven Burger, the top puzzle company in 2020, produced and sold over 28 million puzzles worldwide in 2020 alone. Raise a hand. Who fell victim to this? Good, I'm not alone. So you might be wondering, how might they have made so many puzzles? They had essentially a massive cookie cutter called a die cut, or a puzzle die machine. It uses around 1,100 tons of pressure to cut out the pieces. Starting out, they had a smaller version of this that they also used to cut out the soles of shoes. Most puzzles nowadays are made from paperboard due to wood being more expensive. So now that we kind of have a basis of the history of puzzles, let me expand on the educational portion. All variety of puzzles are a valuable educational tool, benefiting many different developmental skills ranging from critical thinking, problem solving, memory retention, short and long term memory, and recognition. The honesty about today's students is that because of their exposure to social media, most have a shorter attention span, and the use of puzzles can help combat that and help sustain concentration and attention to detail. Practicing with puzzles on a regular can develop better focus and reduce distractibility. And don't get me wrong, this is not a fix-all solution, but puzzles have more use than just filling time. Puzzles have been around a long time. They are used not only for education, but for personal amusement. They have been used to help bring light and amusement in times of hardship in our world. I have personally loved puzzles for a good portion of my life. And as someone who has struggled with learning, puzzles have played a big part in my ability to learn differently. If there's one thing that I want you to take away from this, is that the smallest things can be a learning tool if we just open our minds to the possibilities right in front of us. Walt Disney once said, "Our greatest natural resource is the minds of our children." Thank you.